You're at the bottom. Nothing seems to be going right in your life. You're overweight. You're not making any money. Maybe you don't even have a job. You're not surrounded by the friends and members of the opposite sex that you would like to have, the relationships that you would like. Everything is going wrong. What do you do? It's time to get up. The most important teaching that I have to my clients and to all of you watching out there is that in order to make your life better, you need to start taking actions. So in today's video, I'm going to teach you some nuances, some techniques, some methods, and a few stories about what you can do to get yourself out of that rut. But it all starts with that first step. The journey of 1,000 miles always starts with one small step. But before we start that, let me remind you, my name's Adam Law. I'm a psychotherapist and a coach, helping men and women get their lives together despite all the difficult circumstances. You can find my information below in the description, and we can set up a free consultation. So what happens? There's something called the depression loop. It's quite simple. You're feeling sad because things aren't going right in your life. And then so you don't take the action that you want to take. And because you don't take the action you want to take, the good things don't happen to you. And then you get more depressed. Because of that, you don't want to take another action. You don't want to take the little things you need to do. Maybe you don't start showering as much or exercising as much. You're not going out as much. And the less you do, the more depressed you get until you find yourself at the absolute bottom with no motivation to move. And that's where the teaching comes in. You need to, at that point, act anyway. Get up and take that first step, whatever it is. Each little step you take is going to give you positive feelings. It's going to give you endorphins. It's going to give you that feeling of satisfaction and pleasure of knowing you're making your life better. At the end of the day, when you get in bed saying, okay, today I didn't conquer everything, but you know what? Today I sent out 10 resumes. Today I went to the gym. Today I went for a walk for half an hour. Whatever it is, those little steps, they add up. And when you start seeing success, you get out of that depression loop. You see your actions are having an effect in the world and you start feeling better. There's a spiritual teaching I like to teach about this. People say, look at my life, it's so bad. I can see how everything's miserable. I never realized how bad my life is until now. But the truth is, on a spiritual level, it's the best possible thing that could happen to you. If you're succeeding all the time automatically, if you get money thrown at you, everything's just happening for you, you don't really learn. You don't really appreciate. You don't make that character growth. And the reason we come into this world is to grow. It's the biggest gift in the world when we find out what it is we need to change. So you get angry at somebody, you have a big fight with somebody. Now you realize what you have to work on. You have to work on your anger. You have to work on your relationships. You don't have the job skills, so you get turned down again. That sucks. But wait, now you know what job skills you need to have the career that you want. So there's a big lesson that can be learned from when you're in that place in the bottom. You ask any successful person out there, they will tell you, what you're seeing right now, I was not a finished product. I was just like you. I was in the bottom. I tried over and over again. You gotta do the reps. You gotta do it. It takes 10,000 hours at something to become an expert in it. And that even includes relationships. That includes looking for a job, includes exercise. You're not gonna see your effects of exercise for 3 weeks, 6 weeks. You're not gonna see them. But you have to get up. Even when you're not motivated, just take that small step towards becoming the person that you wanna be. And you will find at the end of the day, you start feeling good. And the next day, you're gonna wanna do it again. You're gonna wanna do it again and again. You're gonna wanna get better. Some people have a very negative mind space because they think everything has gone wrong with them. They've gotten rejected, they don't get the right jobs, maybe even their parents weren't good to them. And they're walking around with glasses. And they're seeing the world. When I see somebody, that person couldn't possibly like me. I'm projecting all my feelings on others. But the truth of the matter is, oftentimes, as a psychotherapist, and I'm sitting on the other side, and I hear somebody talking about all their problems and how their life is so bad, what I see is a young, attractive, successful person with lots of potential out there. They could do it, but they need someone to believe in them. And until you're ready to believe in yourself, it's good to have a psychotherapist, a coach, a mentor, somebody who believes in you, that can hold you accountable. So one of the biggest things that I do in my work is to hold people accountable for the changes, for the goals they want to do. If you're not ready for that, or you can't afford that right now, make a calendar. In that calendar, write down the things that you need to do. If you have issues with procrastination, maybe you have ADHD, you're gonna have trouble triaging, finding the activities that you need to do. So you need to plan that out. Okay, I'm gonna set my alarm. My alarm is gonna be for 8 o'clock. Get up, have a little light breakfast, go to the gym. By 9:30, I'm ready. I'm gonna start working my resumes. By 12, I've shot out 3-4 resumes. That's the point, is that when you take those little steps, you're gonna make that. So you need to be held accountable for those steps, and you need to maybe make a calendar for yourself to write out exactly what those steps are, what you need to do. Envision the future you have, write down what you need to do, and then just take that little step today towards becoming that person that you want to be. Again, the negative mindset is something that really needs to be worked on. There's a number of techniques that we can do. The first step is to observe what we're doing. Start observing your feelings. See what your inner dialogue is like. And then you can meditate on that and start to bring in questioning. Question that. Is that really true? Am I really dumb? Am I not likable? Am I not attractive? And you start realizing those beliefs are just beliefs that you're telling yourself. They're not really who you are. I see this all the time with my clients. They see themselves as something, and I'm on the opposite side of the couch as them, and that is not at all what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a great person. They don't see themselves. So first you observe your feelings, your thoughts. You meditate on them. You breathe. How are you feeling right now? Identify that feeling and start questioning those feelings. Is that true? Is there a reason why I'm feeling this way? And then the last step is the self-talk. It's the affirmations, saying that is actually not true. I am capable. I can do this. I can move forward. So that's, in a nutshell, a CBT technique that works great for mindset, for negative mindset. One final point, important point. Sometimes it's not just what you're not doing, it's what you're doing. You see, when you're feeling bad about yourself, you got to keep your mind busy. Otherwise, you're just gonna be so wrecked. So therefore, people avoid their problems by getting on social media, by eating, by playing video games, drinking, using drugs, whatever it is, to avoid their feelings. And they're not gonna be able to get in touch with their positive pleasure loops, the things they really need to do, those positive actions that are gonna make them feel good when you're caught in this negative mind cycle. So sometimes you don't need to just act. You need to stop acting. If you've got problems with addictions, you're gonna need to tackle that at the same time as you're making the positive steps forward. Because ultimately, those negative cycles are gonna hold you back. So in summary today, you need to take little positive steps to move forward to make your life better. Even if everything has fallen apart in your life, if you take one positive step to move forward, identify those steps, write them down. The second thing you need to do is analyze your thinking patterns, your negative mindset. Are these beliefs true? Do they have a basis? And the final thing is, once you realize they don't, to realize who you are by making those positive affirmations. I am positive. I am good. I am capable. I can do it. And then you start changing your mindset. And then of course, you gotta do the reps. You gotta go out there. You gotta hit the gym many times. You gotta ask out a lot of people. You gotta look for jobs many times. You gotta polish up your resume. But it all starts by getting up. It's the first thing you need to do. So get up. Everybody has a spiritual purpose in the world, and that's to make your life better. By making those steps and achieving that, you will become the person you want to be, and every day will be a joy. And your life will be full of greatness, of success. People will want to be around you, and you'll achieve the things you want. But it all starts with the first small step. Thank you for watching my video. Again, this is Adam Law with Wanderings. Please like and subscribe and engage with my video. If you're interested in a free consultation, look in the description below. I'd be glad to work with you, hold you accountable to get into your core beliefs, your past, your trauma, and then the CBT techniques to help you move forward and coach you towards the life that you want to live. You can do it, and you're worth it. Thank you and have a great day.